All right, what's good? All right, so look, we were in the barbershop the other day talking about boxing, and we were talking about how people take certain narratives. They put it on certain fighters, but not others. Nothing new. It's been going on forever. People are biased. They show favoritism. We know that. So there's two fighters that I thought of, right? Because it's like a unique situation. Floyd Mayweather and Canelo Alvarez. Because Floyd Mayweather, he was accused of, oh, he fight people at the right time. He was an opportunist. He either waited till you got too old or you was too young. And I find that to be complete garbage in my opinion. But I mean, you know, people come up with all these crazy things that they dig up to make a story and make a video, I guess. One of the things they said was he waited for Shane Mosley to get old to fight Shane. Okay, first of all, if you remember, after Floyd beat Juan Manuel Marquez, Shane Mosley jumped in the ring with Bernard Hopkins, interrupt the man's interview, begging for a fight. And basically, he got what he wanted. Not quite, but he got what he wanted. Floyd was calling out Shane Mosley years before that. And Shane responded with something to the effect of, like, Floyd, what has he done to get a shot at me? Like, he overlooked Floyd. I don't think he overlooked him. I don't think he wanted to really fight Floyd then. But whatever it was, Shane is the one who reneged, not Floyd. So how did he wait for him to get old? When this man climbs in the ring and, you know, they said he picked on Marquez. Didn't they take a vote? Floyd voted, who do you guys want to see me fight? And Marquez was the name everybody threw up. It's funny because they said Marquez was too small for Floyd, but yet Manny Pacquiao wasn't too small for him. They all came up from lightweight. Every one of them came up from a smaller weight and came up to 140, 147. Which I just found really to be foolish that people would even say that. They said he fought Canelo because Canelo was too young. No. People was talking, whether fight fans, people in boxing. Remember, what's his name? Was it Larry Merchant? I forgot who it was. Something happened, went down, and they were basically trying to, you know, deny Floyd's status as the pound for pound best fighter. And he's, well, if Floyd Mayweather thinks he's pound for pound the best fighter in the world, why doesn't he fight Canelo Alvarez? With that little sarcastic smirk on his face, right? Floyd fought him, destroyed him, schooled him. Now it's, oh, well, he wasn't as good as we thought. He's a little... This man had 40-something fights. Canelo had, I think, 42 fights when he fought Floyd. Look at all the amateur experience he had. Compared to Floyd, no, his experience couldn't mess with Floyd's experience. And I said from day one, I don't see him doing nothing with Floyd. Yeah, he's young and he's strong, but Floyd is dangerous. You guys are sleeping because Floyd is outboxing people and he's not going for the kill. But Floyd's skills are sick, man. He, you know, nah, he's too strong. He's too strong. Everybody was so sold on that. But it's funny how when the fight happens and then everybody's talking about what's going to happen, when it didn't happen, it's always an excuse. So now he fight guys when they're too young. Well, if you put the amount of years that Floyd put in the boxing. Now, do I think Keith Thurman, Sean Porter, Danny Garcia is better than Andre Berto? Yeah, I do. But do I think that they would have beat Floyd? No. Do I think Amir Khan would have beat Floyd? No. These same people said they wanted to see Floyd fight Amir Khan. And because I guess Paulie Malignaggi and certain people said, oh yeah, I think his style will bother Floyd because he... Listen, man, we'll never know. And it's really not important now. But it's funny because it's like, what has Amir Khan done? And who has he actually beaten for you to even pull that styles make fights bullshit to the point where, which is true, but all of a sudden, what is Khan going to bring to the table that Floyd hasn't seen? Like, Floyd just can't handle... Look, Amir Khan gasses early. Floyd Mayweather has beaten guys and gave them their first loss. Here's the funny thing. Amir Khan, right, had 3 losses. was a 3-time world champion. Andre Berto, 3 losses, was a 3-time world champion. And then people always said, Andre Berto was an exciting fighter. He's always in exciting fights. He make a good fight for anyone. But when he fights Floyd, oh, but he was on the downside then. Well, what was Amir Khan doing that was so special? You understand? Like, you guys take these narratives and put it on certain people. Now, let's look at Canelo, right? We were making the comparison with this waiting too old nonsense because, first off, this is not against Canelo. This is not against, this is just basically me talking about what the people are talking about or we're talking about. You guys said he waited for Shane to get old. But he fought Floyd, before Pacquiao. Pacquiao fought Shane a whole year later. So what did he get younger when he fought Pacquiao? But Pacquiao got praised for beating Shane Mosley. Then Canelo Alvarez fought him the following year or longer after Pacquiao beat him. So what happened? And yeah, during the fight, I heard, they mentioned how Shane is older now, whatever, but still in all, they still found a way to praise Canelo for that win. When he fought Floyd, Canelo, people said Floyd he's up there, he's 35 now. He's maybe this is the night he gets old. This was people crossing their fingers, wishing and hoping and praying that Floyd would get beat, and he didn't. So if that was his confidence, yeah, he's 35 now. He's not the same. His hands are bad. He's not getting knockouts, and he's fighting this young, strong kid that's real composed, keeps his composure. He's real calm, relaxed in the ring. All these things that y'all said about Canelo was true, but he still wasn't good enough to beat Floyd. And still, now they're saying, oh, he beat Floyd now. Well, we'll never know, will we? And does it really matter? Because when he fought, that's when it mattered. He just beat Kovalev not too long ago. You didn't hear anybody say Kovalev was washed up, right? Till after he lost to Canelo. Because even that loss he took to that guy, I forget his name, who beat Kovalev, and Kovalev came back and won the rematch, and then he beat Anthony Yarde. In that fight against Kovalev, I'm willing to bet you Canelo and his team saw something in Kovalev that made them comfortable that, you know what, I could beat this guy. Just like Sugar Ray beating Hagler, but what did Sugar Ray say? Sugar Ray out of his own mouth said that he's watching Hagler fight and said, man, I think I could beat this guy. So after all the years that you didn't want to fight Hagler, now he slowed down some. Now I'll fight him. And he won. But I don't hear people saying that Canelo wait for guys to get old before he fight them. Canelo, people feel like he really lost to Austin Trout. Austin Trout is no Floyd Mayweather, so because of Floyd's age at the time being 35, people thought, nah, his age is going to catch up with him. But it didn't. So when Floyd Mayweather is accused of waiting till guys get old, and they say he waited for Pacquiao to get old, but Floyd Mayweather is 2 full years older than Pacquiao, so how did he wait for Pacquiao to get old? The offer was there. Pacquiao wouldn't take the blood test. The funny thing, the urine test, whatever, I mean, the funny thing is like how people forget and they start saying things that's not even true. And I listen to a lot of boxing channels and they don't even correct these narratives that people say. And I'm like, you guys sit here and just make up shit when you don't like a fighter. How did you wait till somebody get old? When Mike Tyson fought Holyfield, they said Tyson was old. Holyfield waited for him to get... What you mean he waited? He went to jail. He came from jail. He had some fights. He jumped in there because remember, the fight that he had before that, Holyfield, was against Bobby Ches. And he couldn't knock Ches out. And he was looking, like he was desperate to get that knockout and it didn't happen. So people felt like if he can't knock out Bobby Ches, how you going to knock out Tyson? Even Bobby Ches said that. What happened though? But it's just funny how y'all take certain narratives and just flip it on somebody because you don't like the fighter. But I never heard people accuse Canelo of fighting guys when they get old. And if you look at the legends that's on his resume, well, he lost the one in Floyd. He beat one in Shane. I don't know if Kovalev is going to be a legend or not as far as, a Hall of Fame fight. I don't know. But he beat him. At the end of the day, whether you like a fighter or not, all I'm saying, man, is y'all need to be fair and be honest about how things happen. Because when people start getting really opinionated and saying this guy did this because of this and because of that, sometimes it's true. But like I said, that's why I stated this with Ray Leonard. And Ray Leonard is one of the guys who I like as a fighter, one of my all-time favorite fighters, you know. But he said out of his own mouth, I think I can beat this guy. Remember when Hagler challenged him, and Ray Leonard fought at middleweight before that. People forget that. But at the end of the day, yeah, all this saying Floyd ducked people, Floyd was scared of this, he was scared of Keith Thurman, he was scared of Sean Paul. Scared of what, man? Scared of him for what reason? He's a fighter. Now, certain fights he had, like with Robert Guerrero, people, you know, hey, Pacquiao fought Joshua Clottey. He fought Brandon Rios. All right? So we're going to be fair, call a spade a spade. You got to go all around the board. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say on that. See y'all on the next one.